was a night I will never forget. It wasn't bad, but it was just, it was bad, but I don't know what to think of it right now. So Essie and I were going home from work, and we were helping my parents prepare for the Sabbath. And some guards came pounding at our door, and I didn't know who would be here at our house. Why would guards be at our house? Let us in, they said. Okay, we'll let you in. At the decree of the law, you two, come with me. My dad was furious. He said, no, you do not touch my children. But the guard was, you will die tonight if you do not go peacefully. Let your children go. I was terrified. I was holding on to Essie behind her, just about to fall over. So Essie spoke up and said, no, we will go. We will stand up. We will, whatever you want, just don't harm the family. So as we rode the carriage to the palace, I was weeping because I was so terrified. But I just remember Essie just talking to me and praying and just saying, Yahweh will protect us. He will be with us. I didn't know about that. I knew that we believed the Lord, but this is just a weird situation. So as we got to the palace, it was so big. I've never seen something like this. I was so mad. I was about to spit on the guard, and then Essie grabbed me and said, you know, what would you do if you died? I wouldn't be able to survive this. I thought about it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Essie. I don't know what to do. So, as we would be set up for fitting rooms and different things and prepared because Queen Vashti was cast out of the kingdom. I don't know why. Just something happened. Maybe the king was mad at her or something. So, knowing me, you know, I just go along with it. But we would see different girls disappear, and I would be like, I hope they're all right. But then we would see them appear again, and they would be serving us. And I said, if there is hope for them, there must be hope for us. That was good, because I didn't want to die. It's not that I didn't want to die. I had to protect my family, and I had to take care of them. So day in, day out, we would do all the different things that the guards would tell us to do, even though that made me so mad. But of course me, I always say the wrong things at the wrong time, and I got eliminated. But because my friend was still in, she spoke up for me, and she asked if I could be her servant, which I was totally chill with doing that. So the guards agreed because, of course, we want to be nice to the still people in the running. So one night, the final night that my best friend would get to meet the king, it was terrifying. I would help her and, you know, whatever I could do, but I was terrified for her. But I would see her in the corner, and she would be praying, and just, she had the resolve of still that the Lord had given her, and she knew what she had to do. But before that, I heard some guards whispering out in the hallway, and they were talking about a decree that they just saw. They had the stamp of the king, and I saw it, and what would this be? It was against our people. How could that be? I don't understand that. I knew the king didn't know that we were Jews, but it's not like we broadcasted or anything. But it was against my people. I had to tell Essie. So before she went to the king, I was weeping because I was in such fear. So I told her. And Essie, her face just fell down because of the fear. But she knew that she had to do something, but what could she do? So we knelt together and we just prayed. And Essie just knew what she had to do. She got up, and even though she was still crying, she had to stand up for our people. So that night, I helped prepare a meal and for the king because, of course, she had to, you know, make him some nice wine, make him some good food, and then maybe he'll listen to us. And listen to Essie, of course. So, the next night, as she came home, she told me she couldn't tell him yet. She was about to talk to him and then she didn't know what to say. It was just because of her fear. I understand because, you know, I'm already freaking out about it. But I just realized this next week something will happen to my family, to our family. What would we do? And so we prayed again, and Essie stood up, and this time I knew that she would speak up for my family, speak up for her family. So as she came home the next night, she was crying, but I knew that she spoke to the king. I knew it because her joy in her face. I have talked to the king, and he has listened to my cry. He will save our people. Even though, you know, he doesn't have to do it, he's going to do it for us. So, even though the night that I look back and I was in fear and terrified, the Lord used that night. He took us from our homes, not him, but the people. But he used that for good. If Essie didn't stand up for him, for God, who would? And I know the Lord would use that and use that story.